In order to lose weight, you need to eat less. Boy, what brilliant advice that is. Why didn't I think of that? If it were so simple, if it were so easy, I think we all would have mastered this by now, Carrie.
Definitely probably true. So what we're going to ask you to do is to embrace hunger. That's right, we're going to ask you to feel those hunger pains and be okay with it, and actually to call hunger a victory. We want you to be okay with being hungry.
You know what happens for so many patients is they start out the day and they eat breakfast and they become full, maybe over full if they've eaten a little bit too much for breakfast. And then when they start to become just a little bit hungry, not that growl feeling, not that real hunger, but not entirely full, they panic. They enter what we call the panic zone. When you enter the panic zone, what do? You eat more, because if your tank is 3/4 full, we have this feeling like we need to keep our tanks full at all times. And when we eat, when we're in the panic zone, we enter the next meal not so hungry anymore. That's not good, to enter a meal when you're not so hungry, because guess what we do? When we enter a meal and we're not so hungry, we usually eat it anyways. It's lunchtime. We're supposed to eat. So we eat our lunch, and again, we're feeling overfull. And then we get 3/4 full between lunch and dinner, and we enter the panic zone again. And we start eating again, and of course, we continue the cycle, and we're a little bit full before we start dinner. We eat it anyways. We snack after dinner as we enter the panic zone after dinner, and we have this perpetual cycle where we're living at 3/4 tank, full tank, or above full tank. And when that happens, you are producing insulin all day long. And insulin is a growth hormone. It makes you bigger. You gain weight and you get diabetes from this perpetual existence living in the panic zone.
So what we really need to do is to actually break through that panic zone. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to ask you to go on a journey with us, a journey through hunger, using our hunger scale tool. The hunger scale is going to have you rate your feeling of fullness and hunger both before and after meals. So the first step of the hunger scale is before meals. What we want you to do is to actually rate the way you're feeling before a meal from 0 to 3. 0 means that you have that growling emptiness feeling in your stomach, and 3 is that Thanksgiving feeling of fullness. The way I always talk about this with my patients is that, say I ate breakfast this morning, and I get to my lunch and I'm not hungry, it means I probably ate way too much food for breakfast, and so I was probably at a 2 or 3, and that's how you start to use the hunger scale.
You also want to rate your hunger after a meal on a scale, again, of 0, 1, 2, and 3. When you score yourself a 0, that's the best possible score, and that means that you could still eat a little bit more, but you're satisfied. Scoring a 1 means that you're full, but not overfull. Scoring a 2 is overfull, and a 3 score means you ate way too much and you're uncomfortable. Really, if you think about it, what you're trying to do is you're going for a 3 growl day. You want to start every meal with a growl in your stomach. That is a great victory, to start every meal with a growl in the stomach. And the only way you do that is by not overeating the previous meal, and by not over-snacking between your meals. So ultimately, our challenge for you in the Hunger Challenge is for you to have what we like to call a clean day. A clean day means you wake up hungry for breakfast. You eat your healthy breakfast and you don't overeat, and then you eat nothing between breakfast and lunch. At lunch, have another healthy meal, but don't overeat. Nothing between lunch and dinner, and then have another healthy meal at dinner. Don't overeat, and then you are done for the day. And that's what we call a clean day. So don't worry about a week of clean days or a month of clean days. Worry about a clean day tomorrow. Can you plan a clean day for yourself tomorrow? We think you can.
We think you can do this, so start the Hunger Challenge today.